Alright guys, here today I have for you another Kolo. It's going to be two of them. One against a Sadi and the other against an Xelor. Both those classes are very good for Kolo. A good Sadi with a good Sadi set with a lot of summons is going to be really good. Here he starts off by poisoning me, and he summons his, what is that, the ultra powerful, which takes away MP. He doesn't use it at all, he just summons it, which is pretty weird. In this Kolo, by the way, I am using that new black spotted Dofus, and as you see here, when I grapple, I go ahead, instead of it being 4 cells, it pulls me forward 6 cells, which is really nice. You get a lot of movement with that black spotted Dofus. I'm able to move up 6 cells instead of 4. Get real up close and personal with him. Hit him with a backwash. Deals decent pushback damage. Also, because of the black spotted Dofus, it'll push him an additional cell. So technically it's pushing him 3 cells. So it's dealing more pushback damage than it originally would have. It dealt 198. It probably would have dealt 120 around there if I didn't have it on. So now here you're seeing the effects of that Dofus actually come in handy on top of adding an additional summon, which is always helpful. Here he hits both the Harpooner and me. Runs back, summons the other doll, the doll that takes AP, and then the doll that heals and gives him MP. It was a really smart move. He also places a tree. The AP doll runs back, covers that line of sight so that I'm not able to just run down. But then he leaves the ultra powerful right there while trying to take MP. I believe it took 1 MP from me. So what I do is I just evolution my Harpooner, and now I'm good to go. All I need to do is ambush him. I switch with the ultra powerful, which comes in pretty handy, and then I ambush. Oh, I add a little bit of damage first, then I ambush. My ambush ends up doing 1,306, which is decent because that's not on a crit. It's able to kill that AP thefting doll. It deals damage to the ultra powerful, deals damage also to the tree, I believe. So at this point, what Sadis are going to do is they're going to summon a lot of their summons and then try and run away as much as they can. Most Sadis will not stay up front with you to try and deal a lot of damage. So as long as I can keep up with him and chase him down, I should be just fine. At this point, he locks me in here, which was a really smart move. Places a tree down to block that line of sight. So what I'm thinking here is I need to try and get around. You see there that I put my Cowit onto my spell bar. But I only have that at level 1, so that really did mess me up. If I had it at level 6, I would have placed it right across diagonal, and then I would have switched places with it. But instead I had to summon the tack turret, and then again use grapple. It moves me 5 spaces because of how close I put it. It would have moved me 6. And then right here I summon the lifesaver so I can start getting some heals, and then I ambush it. My ambush ends up hitting 1,600, which is decent. That's a really good ambush, dealing a lot of damage there. And then I heal off of my lifesaver. So at that point, I'm feeling comfortable in the fight. He's very low in life at this point. He runs up close to me, which I did not expect. I expected him to make that tree disappear and then run down. But he doesn't. He summons another tree. He weapons me, which he did hit pretty decent. He hit 717 on his weapon, and that was not with a crit. He poisons me again, and he does that move where now it's basically like he has sacrifice. Instead of me damaging him, I'm gonna be hitting him but damaging the trees. So basically, the trees are his sacrifice. He runs up with the blocker, doesn't have enough MP to get to me. If his blocker would have blocked me, I would have had to work a little more to get out of that position, so that's always a good thing. His ultra powerful takes away 2 MP. So at this point, what I do, I believe, is I just try to hit him as much as I can. You see how the tree is taking the damage for him. I should have just hit him with an ambush to begin with. I just thought that the ambush would have hit only one tree, which is why I didn't. But I ended up wasting more than what I expected. So I should have just hit him with an ambush to begin with. So I damaged that tree a little bit. I do the breakwater on the lifesaver. The lifesaver heals me. And at this point, he has, I believe I saw, yeah, here we go. He has 991 life left. So if he doesn't either run away or damage me at this point, or kill me, I basically have it in the bag, unless he finds himself in a good spot and I'm not able to get to him, but that's really unlikely. He weapons me, deals a significant amount of damage. He leaves me with 713. He does Tree of Life on the tree, which at this point he's going to heal. I feel like the trees used to heal a lot more than they do now. He heals 403. Maybe I don't remember. He places the blocker in front of me, so that was a good tactic, but I have Froth. So Froth is a good move because it hits in straight, and it has a 3-cell hit radius, so I get to damage him and the blocker and push them away all at one time. I could have switched with the ultra powerful, but I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking deal damage. So, which ended up being the right call. I dealt damage there, dealt 716 to him, decent damage, and then I ambush him, and the ambush wipes him out. That was a nice Kolo. On this one, I'm versing an Xelor. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the Xelor, I was pretty scared because I haven't really versed too many of them, and it's an Agi Xelor. He has a lot of Agi. I believe he has 156 lock, which means he should have about 1.7 in agility, which is decent. I summon my Harpooner. I evolution it. I played Harpooner for both of these because they're both characters that I wanted to deal as much damage as possible, as quick as possible. I ran to the wrong position. I forgot that Xelors now have that AoE Agi move, which hits really nice for being AoE and long range. He hit me for 375 and then 400, which is pretty nice. And then I'll show you guys again why the black spotted Dofus comes in handy in certain situations. I evolution my Harpooner now, and then I believe I walk up 2 more cells, and then after I walk up these 2 cells, I summon my lifesaver, and then I grapple to it. Now the grapple, if I didn't have the black spotted Dofus, would have dragged me just 2 cells. In this case, in this case, it drags me 3 cells in diagonal, which is pretty helpful. I'm able to cover a lot more ground, and then I froth him, deal a little bit of damage, and now he teleports across to me. I didn't expect him to do that, just because, you know, with him having those long range moves, why jump right in front of me, right? He deals a lot of damage, takes away 3 AP, which is a lot. And then I put, at this point I'm like, alright, if he's going to be taking AP, then I'm going to be gaining MP while he's taking it. So I put on that Scalp Hardener, I forgot what that move is called, Scalp Hardener, I believe. Which now, every time he attempts to take away AP, it'll give me an MP. I ambush him, deal a lot of damage. I deal 1,146 damage, which is decent because he did have really good reses. And then I grapple back to my position so I can heal off my lifesaver. I remember to keep those 2 AP so I could grapple right to it. He deals damage in AoE. You see that? Yo, that move is pretty nice. And he is also stealing Wiz. so he's able to take AP from me. You see how now every time he takes away AP, I'm getting an MP, and he actually manages to take 4 AP from me, which is a lot. And then by accident, he hits me with the wrong move and teleports me right in front of him. So he's not able to run away. And at this point, I only have 8 AP, so I ambush him. And then I'm like, well, I want the harpooner to damage him. So what I do is I believe it's called Tide. I switch with him and place him right in front of the harpooner, so the harpooner could actually get a little bit of damage off. And then, and also, my lifesaver gets to heal me a little bit. So that's 3 turns that I've healed with my lifesaver while trying to do some damage to the Xelor. And at that point, I'm just trying to see if when I did tie to him, it also takes away 210 power from him, so he is hitting less. So it's that move does come in pretty handy. I'm able to take away 210 stat basically. He leaves me with 10 MP, so I'm literally able to get anywhere. He leaves me with 8 AP, and at this point, I just basically run up to him, ambush him, and it does do the job. Guys, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want to see me bring to the channel. Peace.